Time is now 8:35. The shopping experience could soon get a whole lot more personal. A number of big-name retailers are dabbling in emotional AI, which is an emerging form of artificial intelligence that can read your facial expressions, oh no, tone of voice, and even the rhythm of your typing while you're shopping in person, even online. This is a major shift that could transform how retailers market to us. All right, let's bring in our Queen City News Chief Business Correspondent, professional shopper, Taylor Young. All right, I love AI. I'm all for it, love technology, but what's the objective here, Taylor? This sounds a little creepy.
It does. If the shopping experience already didn't feel like we were under a microscope with cameras and items locked behind cases, now companies are turning to AI to kind of analyze our micro expressions to then tailor the shopping experience to us in real time. Think of it as like personalized marketing, except it's based on how you're feeling or how AI thinks you're feeling. So within the last year, a number of retailers have partnered up with tech companies to test these tools out. Now, according to an analysis by market research company Market & Markets, some of these big players involved Microsoft, IBM, Google, and Amazon. And the tools vary. It can be emotional tracking cameras that read facial expressions and body language, or smart mirrors that adjust messaging based on your perceived mood. Now, online, the tracking is a little more subtle. It could be analyzing how fast you type, as well as how you're clicking and your scrolling patterns. All of that information can then be used to adjust ads, product recommendations, or even how store associates talk to you at checkout. Now, as you could probably imagine, there has been mixed reactions to this. You have some saying that this could really help businesses better connect with their customers, while others say, hey, are we crossing a line here? Kind of throwing out the word invasive. Is this kind of going too far?
I mean, I'm all for smart technology, and if it does help, but like a smart mirror, to me, now I feel like someone's on the other side of the mirror, even if it's just ones and zeros, you know, that kind of stuff. How widespread is something like this?
So yeah, we're really just in the testing phase. You know, according to Market & Markets, I mean, this is an industry that is only growing, and it's growing rapidly. It's expected to grow to upwards of $40 billion by 2030. So yeah, to kind of ease people's kind of mentality right now regarding this, we are just in the very beginning stages of this. What we're seeing is some corporations kind of rolling out pilot programs, maybe at just some specific locations or on their website.
Would businesses need customers' permission to have something like this? Or maybe you sign something that you know as a customer what you're getting into when you walk in.
So I think like with anything involving AI these days, this is a massive gray area. So this is not illegal right now. There are no federal laws that really govern the use of emotional AI. So what this is going to mean is really going to come up to the individual companies on how they're going to roll it out and where they kind of draw a line in the sand. But yeah, this is drawing, as you could imagine, a lot of concerns from privacy advocates, because at this point, if companies are using this technology in these kind of piloting programs, does that mean when you walk into a store, you just are automatically consenting, or if you're on a website that you're automatically consenting to it? We know that a lot of these companies are already using AI already in other ways, maybe more like benign ways where you can chat with an AI chatbot on their website, but yeah, just
wow. And I wonder who would regulate it, like how far can each business go? Is it all the same? So for the consumer though, is there a win for the consumer?
So in theory, there are some benefits here. If the goal is to make the shopping experience better, I mean, that could lead to maybe better product suggestions or smoother transactions, maybe at checkout, or the layout of a store could tweak because of this. If they're kind of feeling people's moods when they walk in, eventually they could kind of look at their store and say, maybe the lighting could be better over here. So yeah, there could be benefits here, but I do think the key question is consent, and that's going to continue to be kind of the sticking point here for those privacy advocates who say, wait a minute, we are not just, these guinea pigs that you can feed us through an AI tool, and boom, there's information. So yeah, this is something we're going to be keeping an eye on, of course, with everything AI evolving as fast as it is.
If it's tracking my facial expressions, I'm in trouble. I mean, because I can't mask it. You're going to see and know exactly what I'm thinking and feeling. So that could mess up all the research you're doing. But okay, we'll keep watching this. This is fascinating. Taylor, thank you. Appreciate that.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.